are the indications of bypassing the upper bladder? There has to be some obstruction there, like I said. When a obstruction আছে, or we cannot access the airway, okay? Or there is major bleeding in the upper airway. The patient is aspirating. So all these are things, right? So based on the indication, we use different types of tubes. Okay. So immediately post surgery, so you have done a surgery. Tracheostomy to the catesis, you have done a surgery. So there will be some bleeding. You opened up the trachea, cut the trachea. So there will be some bleeding from the tracheal wall, or the adjacent structures, muscles, the things that you have gone through to reach the trachea. So there can be bleeding. So initially, always we use a cuffed tracheostomy. So what is a cuff? It's like a balloon attached to the outer surface of the tube. Okay. তোরা কোনদিন anesthesia or endotracheal tube দেখেছিস? Have you seen anesthesia tube ever? So say this is the tube and there is a balloon around, and you can inflate or deflate the balloon from outside. So আমি ধর এই টিউবটা আমি ট্র্যাকিয়ার মধ্যে দিলাম. So there will be space around the tube. যেখান থেকে there can be leakage of blood into the thorax. The patient may aspirate. Right? So we want to prevent that. Immediate post-surgery, patient may not be adequately conscious or may not have enough cuff reflex. So there is a chance of aspiration. So what we do is we inflate this cuff and it snugly fits in the trachea and blocks the lower airway from the upper. বুঝতে পেরেছি? এখানে একটা বেলুন ফুলিয়ে দিই চারপাশে, টিউবের চারপাশে, তাহলে ট্রেকিয়ার ওয়াল আর টিউবের মাঝখানে, so there is a separation. Okay. So immediate post-surgery, we always use a cuff tracheostomy. Later on, based on the indication of doing the tracheostomy, we switch to an uncuffed tube, or if the patient has a CLRS. So he is having breathing difficulty, so that is the purpose. So there we do not have to have a cuff tube. We can use an uncuffed tube, but there is no balloon. If the patient, suppose we have done, it's a dysfunctional larynx, the larynx is not working properly. Okay, what is the function of larynx? Someone can tell me one word. What is the most important function of larynx? I wouldn't have asked this question if it was voice, right? If voice was আমি প্রশ্নটা করতাম, সবাই জানে তো voice production. So the most important, কেটা কি বললি? Reflex? No. The function of larynx, the primary function of larynx is protection of lower airway. যদি শুধু ট্রেকিয়া থাকতো, উপরে larynx না থাকতো, so whenever you would eat, you would aspirate. Okay? So larynx, the primary function of larynx is protection of lower airway. And obviously another very important function is production of voice. Okay? So that is very important to keep in mind. So if there is a dysfunctional larynx, the patient is unable to protect the lower airway, there is aspiration going on, we need a cuff. Right? আমাদের কাফটা খুলে রাখতে হবে, তাই তো? নাহলে বাস দিয়ে তো সেই স্যালাইভা অ্যাসপিরেট করবে বা ফুড অ্যাসপিরেট করবে, চলতে থাকবে। So that is why based on the indication we change to an uncuffed tube, or we may not change. If we need a cuff, we will not change it. Okay? Okay? Or another thing is, there is another type of tube, we call it a fenestrated tube. So what is a fenestrated tube? So there are some holes or apertures. So if this is the tube, okay, so there are some holes here, or small fenestrations. So the air that is coming out, the patient is breathing out or something from the lungs, it's going out and it can go through these pores into the larynx. So that the patient can speak a little bit. May not be as good, but at least can phone it a little bit. Ekটু আওয়াজ হয়. This is important because some patients, so if your voice is completely blocked, you feel very, incapacitated, right? খুব খারাপ লাগে, মানে তুই কথা বলতে পারছিস না, কেন টেকনিক্যালি করে দিই। এসব পেশেন্টের আমাদের অ্যাসপিরেশনটা অতটা প্রবলেম নয়, ফুটো থাকলে অ্যাসপিরেট করবে, তাই তো? এই ক্ষেত্রে আমার অ্যাসপিরেশনটা কোনো প্রবলেম নয়, you may go for a fenestrated tube. So it can be a plain tube or a fenestrated tube. There is one way of classifying it. It can be a cuff tube or an uncuffed tube. That is another way of classifying. Okay? And also based on the material of the tube. Okay. So initially tracheostomy tubes are metallic tubes. Okay. So, but later on we moved to PVC and plastic tubes. And nowadays silicone tubes. Okay. So why was this change? Because metal and all metals are hard, they're not malleable. So they're not soft enough, so they can cause a lot of irritation. Okay. So one instrument would be there in your exam that's called the Fuller's bipulp metallic tracheostomy. One of a very, I'll say a massive discovery. I mean, massive discovery. You see, there are two tubes. One is a broader tube and one is a narrower inner tube. So what used to happen is, they used to do a tracheostomy. The patient was admitted to the ward. All the secretions will block the tube. The patient was unable to breathe and would die. Because ছোটখাটো peripheral hospitals say nursing অত ভালো suction machine অত সবসময় 24 hours nursing staff অত ভালো available. Who will do the suction? The patient used to die. So this Fuller's bipulp metallic tracheostomy tube is, so there is one inner tube and one outer tube, and the inner tube is a little longer than the outer tube. And I thought, if say this is the outer tube, okay, the inner tube will be a little longer. So why was this like this? Why was it made like this? So the patient is breathing through this, right? So all the secretions are going through here. The patient is trying to talk or something. So there is no gap. So it's like snugly fit. There is no gap. There's no gap. So this is like totally like this. So ja collection বা যা হবে টিউবে সেটা এখানে আনতে হবে। So the nurse will come, will remove the inner tube, clean it and put it back. The outer tube is always there, maintaining the tract. Because surgery করেছিস, it will take 3 days to form the tract, 2 to 3 days to show you the tract form here. Because it's always a phase. This option of inner tube was there. So nowadays we use PVC tubes also, which are double lumen tubes. We call it double lumen tubes. The advantage is the patient can handle the tube much better. You can clean it regularly. You don't need to suction it that much. We can just remove the inner tube, clean it, and put it there. Okay. So this question was asked by that one examiner I was seeing. So I just need to confirm that you know. Okay. So now we'll go to another something else. I think tracheostomy is completely discussed. We will start with nasal polyps. Nose anatomy hoise boli. Nose anatomy is done, right? So this is one picture which was given in the exam. Okay. Maybe in no time toder boshor hoyto thakbe. It may change or may be there. So what is this? See the picture closely and tell me what is your diagnosis. So this is a picture, this is a scan image and a clinical picture of a patient with nasal polyposis. So what do you mean by polyps? Mucosal outgrowth? Yes. Is it a mucosal outgrowth? What do you mean by an outgrowth? There's a definition. Okay. It's a edematous hypertrophic mucosa. Okay, so there is hypertrophy of the mucosa along with mucosal edema. That gives rise to a polyp. So naake polyp क्या है? So you are not having a polyp, I am not having a polyp. Suddenly one of your friends may present with nasal polyp. It's a very common scenario where you see many patients with nasal polyps. Why does it happen? So there are two main types of polyps that we will discuss in the undergrads. First is the anthropoidal polyp, and second is the ethmoidal polyp. See, so first remember one thing: anthropoidal polyp usually happens at a younger age. Usually, kids present with anthropoidal polyps. Adults can present, it's not like they cannot, but chances are less. Ethmoidal polyps are more common in young adults or maybe middle anytime after childhood. A kid with an ethmoidal polyp is extremely rare. Now, why? The question is why? Anthropoidal polyp হচ্ছে বাচ্চাদের ethmoidal polyp হচ্ছে না কেন? Thank you. So the etiology is completely different. Okay. So anthropoidal polyp is usually due to a focal pathology in the maxillary sinus. It's anthropoana. Anthro means the maxillary antrum, and poana means the poana. What is poana? Poana kaake bole? Posterior nasal. So you have the anterior nares and the posterior nares. The posterior nares is the poana. Okay. So it is a space to which the nasal cavity connects to the nasopharynx. Thank you. So see, ये scan का देख लीजिए, हम scan दे चुके हैं. See, you see closely this picture. See this picture. So these are the maxillary sinuses on both sides. You can see the nose, the maxillary sinuses. দেখতে পাচ্ছিস? First boy ভালো করে দেখ. পেছন দিকে, if you go behind, see the poana is beyond the maxillary sinus. Right? The maxillary sinus is posterior one, তারপরে poana. Okay. So the poana is at a level which is at a vertical level which is posterior to the maxillary sinus ostium. Sinus drainage pathways which drainage process. You know how the sinus drains. This is important. See, you are understanding a pathology, you should understand the physiology as well. So, say this is the nose. Okay. On both sides we have the maxillary antrum. Okay. Also, on either sides of the nasal cavity we have the maxillary antrum. So, the maxillary antrum, ideally this is gravity will cause all the secretions to come here and collect. Right? If you have any secretions in the nasal cavity, it will come here and collect. But the opening is not here. The opening is here. The opening is not at the floor. Opening is higher. Okay. So the floor of the maxillary sinus cavity is much lower than the level of the ostium. So the ciliary action of the mucosa. So there is respiratory epithelium here. We have cilia, which pushes the secretions out through the maxillary ostium in the middle veins. Right. So it goes from even from a lower level by the ciliary action up to the maxillary ostium. So if there is any pathology that is causing a disruption of the ciliary function, what will happen? There will be collection of fluid or pathology or any disease. Right? এবার তুমি যেটা বললাম ধর ম্যাক্সিলারি সাইনাসটা এই লেভেলে আছে, পোয়ানাটা পেছন দিকে আছে, না পোয়ানা is behind. Okay, so a pathology, a polyp that is formed here, we'll try to come out to this. Okay, so what will it do? It's a polyp, it's not fluid. It's a polyp, right? So it's a so it will push open the antrum, it will widen the antrum. The ostium. Because ছোট জায়গা দিয়ে যদি পলিপটাকে ঠেলে বার করতে চাস, so what is the ciliary reaction doing? It is pushing. It is continuously pushing, and the edema is edematous mucosa. মুকোসাটা ফুলে গেছে, কোথা দিয়ে বেরোবে? অ্যান্টিতে বেরোবার জায়গা, that's the ostium. এখান দিয়ে যখন এটা বেরোতে যাচ্ছে, it is widening this ostium. It is coming to the nasal cavity. ঠিক আছে? Now, after it comes to nasal cavity, what are you doing? You are breathing all the time. You are always breathing. So, expiration is passive. Inspiration is an active process. So, we consciously breathe in forcefully, use energy for it. Right? So, the air is going from anterior to posterior. ঠিক আছে? এবার এই সাইনাস থেকে যতটা পলিপটা বেরিয়ে এখানে এসে he actively found so this air will push the polyp posteriorly towards the corner. So this disease just started from the antrum, come out in the nasal cavity and is going posteriorly to the corner. That's why it's called antroguanal polyp. This question is asked in the examination, why it is called antroguanal polyp. Okay? And why does it go posteriorly, not anteriorly? It could have come out faster. Now, ethmoidal polyp is different. The primary etiology of ethmoidal polyp is chronic nasal allergies or allergic rhinitis. So, see, there is a disease, any disease in the antrum. It is usually unilateral. So, antroguanal polyps are mostly unilateral. But allergies are not unilateral. Allergy allergy no, it's a systemic response, right? So allergic polyps are bilateral, but it commonly arises from the ethmoid sinuses, not from the maxillary sinuses. So what is the main function of the sinuses? Sinus কাজ sinus দিয়েছে কাজ গুলো ভগবান হ্যাঁ না দিলে তো বাদ ভালো দিয়েছিলাম সাইনাস না দিয়ে হাওয়া দিচ্ছে ঢুকে যাচ্ছে সাইনাস কি করে মেইনটেইন what very good, that's the second most important term. What is the most important term? Humidification. So humidification of the air that we are taking in. Okay, that is why the tracheostomy এক্ষুনি পড়াচ্ছিলাম না, when we are putting a tracheostomy we always put a humidifier because হাওয়াটা তো সাইনাস দিয়ে যাচ্ছে না. Okay, so all the things like starting from the anterior hairs and the sinuses, the entire nasal mucosa, all these have role in humidification of the air. Because the dry air is going into your lungs, it is toxic. It is very harsh and good for the mucosa. Okay, mucosa changes in the we don't want that. It's not a so there is a constant irritation. There is a constant allergic response. So the patient is having allergic rhinitis. Okay. Patient allergic rhinitis are simply suffering from is not getting treated properly. So over time, both the right and the left bilateral ethmoidal sinuses, there is edematous polypoidal mucosa. Okay. So once this mucosa, polypoidal mucosa, first initially it is within the ethmoid sinuses. And now gradually it is coming down. যেহেতু এটা উপর থেকে আসছে, it's not from lateral side and it's a much higher level. So আমরা যখন নিঃশ্বাস নিচ্ছি, the ethmoid sinus is at this level. Right? Maxillary sinus তার উপরে ethmoid sinus. So this is the base of skull. ঠিক আছে, ethmoid sinus is higher. আমরা যখন নিঃশ্বাস নিই আমাদের কিন্তু path of this resistance তোলা দিয়ে নিঃশ্বাসটা যায়, it doesn't go here, right? So we are creating a vacuum, a negative air pressure in the lungs, that's why you are pulling in the air when you are inspirating. Okay, so the air goes, so this is the pathway of the air doesn't go here, so it cannot push this polyp. Schwann is not slowed down. Okay. So the ethmoidal polyp you have. So there are polypoidal mucosa coming out from the ethmoid sinus. Because all the ethmoidal layer cells. So read about anterior, middle, posterior ethmoid layer cells. কোথায় ড্রেন করে লিপস মেটাস অ্যানাটমি হয়ে গেছে তো ল্যাটারাল ওয়াল হয়ে গেছে মিডল মেটাস posterior ethmoid vessels superior never forget this superior এ দুটো sphenoid posterior আর বাকি সবকিছুই হচ্ছে তো middle metas except nasolacrimalটা in the inferior ठीक है এটা কিন্তু খুব ভাইবার কোশ্চেন ওকে so the ethmoidal polyps are like that so now in this picture if you see so there is unilateral involvement mostly একদিকটা ইনভলভ রয়েছে which side it is right or left so in a CT scan when you are reading the CT scan okay you are looking at the picture your left is patient's right ঠিক আছে তুই ভাববি পেশেন্টটা তোর দিকে তাকিয়ে রয়েছে you think like that the patient is looking at you okay so if you are the doctor I am here I am the patient so this is my scan so which side it is আমার পেশেন্টের কোন সাইড left side so that is how you identify the side of the CT huh not given a CT scan image right or left তোকে জানতে চাইছে okay always think like this the see the coronal section obviously coronal section think that the patient is looking at you this is the patient who is looking at you so say this is me I am looking at you so which side is the disease right or left so we like আমার পেশেন্টের কোন সাইডে আছে রাইটে আছে না লেফটে আছে এই তো এদিকে ডিজিজটা তো পেশেন্টের লেফটে আছে তো so left side is available you think that the patient is looking at you that we will be able to understand the patient কোন সাইডে আছে and the side is patient side not your side always ঠিক আছে এটা মনে থাকবে এটা কিন্তু জিজ্ঞেস করে পরীক্ষায় যে কোন সাইডে আছে ডিজিজ so now you see this is unilateral or bilateral mostly unilateral disease opposite side is like একটুখানি separation তলে collection রয়েছে that is almost normal okay so the gross disease is on the left side what are the structures it is involving the maxillary antrum so this black part is the maxillary antrum ঠিক আছে maxillary antrum এই যে অ্যারোটা দেওয়া রয়েছে দেখ if you see closely there is one arrow which indicates the maxillary ostium which is widened বড় হয়ে গেছে যেটা তো বললাম when the polyp is coming out of the ostium it widens the ostium বড় করে দেয় ভূতভূতি করে তারা চেপে চেপে বেরোচ্ছে so জায়গাটা বড় করে দিচ্ছে it's like that আর এই দিকে দেখ একটুখানি অবস্ট্রাকশন রয়েছে কিন্তু you see the pathway এইখান দিয়ে কিন্তু বেরোচ্ছে comes out from ठीक है it's an unilateral disease involving the left maxillary antrum and coming to the left nasal cavity and also part of the ethmoid cells obviously বড় পলিপ থাকলে আস্তে আস্তে সবকিছু ইনভলভ হবে over time okay so now if you see the polypটা কোন দিকে যাচ্ছে দেখ is it coming anteriorly this is the anterior part you can see that right the nose you can see the external framework of the nose that's the anterior part so এটা posterior part so see that the disease is coming posterior it is the very posterior so this has to be an anteromarker it cannot be an ethmoidal okay ethmoidal polyp primarily does not involve the maxillary antrum so ethmoidal polyp it arises from the ethmoids okay it's most commonly bilateral it is linked to allergies so the etiology is mainly allergies ठीक है, एक बार I think we are doing a nasal endoscopy. You see, this is the middle turbinate, and this is the middle meatus. So lateral to the middle turbinate. This is very important. আমি অনেক বয়স অব্দি বুঝি তখন নিজে কাজ করতাম বড় তখন বুঝলাম। So you see the lateral wall. Okay, the superior turbinate is small. Inferior turbinate is much larger. It's like this. And the inferior turbinate doesn't hang. It is like this. দেখতে পাচ্ছিস? This is important. See, এবার এই middle turbinate যে জিনিসটা ঝুলছে, middle turbinate তিনটে পার্ট আছে, এগুলো এখন যাচ্ছি না, it is much more complicated. You don't need to know that. You just need to know one thing, যে এই যে middle turbinate যে জিনিসটা ঝুলছে, এর lateral যে এরিয়াটা, that is the middle meatus. So the maxillary ostium will be somewhere here. Ethmoidal cells will opening from there. These are the anterior ethmoidal cells, the ethmoid posterior ethmoid. So the ethmoidal cells are coming from behind. Maxillary cells are maxillary ostium is lateral. বুঝতে পারছিস তো এখানে ethmoid cells গুলো আছে তো, আর এখানে তো maxillary sinusটা আছে। তাহলে maxillary sinus lateral দিক থেকে আসছে, ethmoid cells পিছন দিক থেকে আসছে, anterior ethmoid গুলো। আইডিয়াটা হয়েছে? সো এই এরিয়াটা, এই জিনিসটা মিডল turbinate, the hanging part of the middle turbinate, lateral to it is the area which is called the middle meatus. Okay, so if you see this picture, this is the middle turbinate that is hanging. এর laterally that যে এরিয়াটা এখানে পলিপটা রয়েছে, this white thing is the polyp. The polyp is in the middle meatus. Okay, and see the part of the polyp is going posteriorly. So it has come out from the antrum, involved the middle meatus, now it's going posteriorly towards the quad. So this is an antrum. Now clear why this is an antrum polyp? Any doubts? Any questions? এই চারটা দিলে আর কিছু হবে না? Sure? Now the next question would be, what is a treatment? তাই তো? আমি কোনো ভালো আমার রেশমাদের পলিপের কেস থাকলে আমি টেক করছি। So then you will understand the difference. তোমার সামনে সপ্তাহে ভিডিওতে আসেন, ভিডিওতে রেকর্ড করা। I'll show you. So the thing is, এই যে about the next question, how will you treat this patient? Patient has come to you for some treatment, right? So that is very important. So treatment has two parts. Always and always remember this while answering in the examination. Right? Even writing the answers. Treatment has two parts. Management has two parts. One is investigations, one is treatment. If you are asked about the treatment, go to treatment. If you are asked about management, go to investigations first and then treatment. ठीक है? अगर मने থাকবে খেয়াল করবি যে examiner what is examiner asking? He is asking for management or asking for treatment? ধর এমন একটা কিছু, ফর এক্সাম্পল তোকে এই সিটিটা দেয়, শুধু এই ছবিটা দিয়ে বলেছে বা এই ছবিটা দিয়ে বলেছে এটা পলিপ রয়েছে, what will be your treatment? So you may tell the examiner before going to treatment I need to investigate. That's a different thing. But if the examiner asks what is the management, you start with investigations always, and always go for local investigations first, followed by systemic investigations. আমি এই সবাইকে পরীক্ষা দেখছি অনেক জনকে start with CBC, CRP. So these are routine things. The examiner doesn't want to get that. They want specific things. They're not taking your exam all together. They will give you 5-10 minutes. So you have to clear what you want to show him on it. Let him know. Okay. So start with basic investigations for local, then go to higher investigations, and then go for the other things. So investigation for क्या करोगे? To confirm the diagnosis. Second, plan on the treatment. Whatever it may be, maybe conservative, surgical, whatever it is. Right? দুটো করা আমাদের confirmation of diagnosis, planning of treatment. এই দুটো জানো না? তো confirmation of diagnosis এর ক্ষেত্রে প্রেসক্রিপশন পড়া আছে, but if there is a patient that is coming to you with a nasal polyp, you may need to go ahead and further investigations or local, you see the local extension of the disease and confirm the diagnosis. So we will have to confirm arguments. What else can it be? So this is a 9-year-old male child has come to you with this kind of polypoidal mass in the nose. We can history of bleeding from the nose. Have you heard of JNA, juvenile amplified? Eventually, so there are multiple other differential diagnoses as well. Okay, so that's why investigation is important. যদি আমরা দেখি সিটি স্ক্যানে যেটা পলিপ doesn't have vascularity much, minimal vascularity, কারণ লিম্ফোজ আছে, লিম্ফোজ এর খুব রেসেসিভিটি আছে, এটা not a tumor. So vascularity is not that high. Mostly vascular. The surface is circular. সেই জন্য on CT scan they look at vascular. We don't need a contrast CT scan. We need a plain CT scan. But if there is a tumor, we need a contrast CT scan. Okay. বুঝতে পারছিস না পারছিস না? Anything that you have to see? Let me know. Because of বুঝতে অসুবিধা let me know. So what will be the investigations obviously CT scan করা আছে আমরা then we plan on treatment. We have already confirmed the diagnosis with the CT scan. We plan our treatment. So in anthropoid polyp, the treatment of choice is surgery. Surgery. There cannot be anything else. You have diagnosed anthropoid polyp, but treating it with something else, you're wrong. You have to go for surgery. Okay? And you have to remove the entire polyp, including the part in the sinus. So there was a thing called polypectomy. I can't even know about polypectomy. There is nothing called polypectomy. Okay, that used to exist. এখানে আমরা কি করতো? নাকের ভেতরে যে পার্টটা আছে, they used to cut that and remove that. So what happened? Antrum ভেতর থেকে যেত, it will again come out of the antrum. Okay. So what we nowadays do, what surgery is called a functional endoscopic sinus surgery. FESS, F-E-S-S, functional endoscopic sinus surgery. Why functional? So endoscopic to বুঝতে পারছিস, sinus surgery বুঝতে পারছিস. So why functional? Functional because we are preserving all the normal mucosa, maintaining the function of the sinus. So in earlier days, what they used to do when they do a sinus surgery, say capital lung surgery or something like that, they will remove all the mucosa of the sinus. They thought that will decrease the recurrence. But over time, we have learned that that is not the procedure. We should preserve the normal mucosa as much as possible to keep the function of the sinus. If mucosa is not happening, the sinus is hydration happening, the sinus to washing করতে পারবে না এর the function of the sinus is gone. We should preserve all the functional things in the sinus. This is called a functional endoscopic sinus surgery. So if you are talking about ethmoidal polyps, can have allergies. Allergy treatment is surgery. So treatment of allergies, that can be anything. That can be antihistamine systematically, intranasal corticosteroids, or whatever. Allergy is on both when you read the topic allergy and so there are multiple treatment options. Nowadays the first line of choice is intranasal corticosteroids. Okay, because it has been said that they are minimally absorbed in the system, so very less side effects, and they act locally. Steroids obviously will have to do any eating matter. So it's an eating matter, hypertrophic the steroid will suppress inflammation and will decrease the polyps. So ethmoidal polyp, we do surgeries when we do surgeries, not like you don't do surgeries. We do surgeries, but when it is extensive enough, causing nasal obstruction, okay, or it has obliterated all the sinuses, so the function is almost not there. Then we do surgery, but the primary treatment, so never treat an ethmoidal polyp without getting dialysis. Nasal obstruction. Primary, the commonest presenting feature is nasal obstruction, or there can be multiple episodes of epistaxis also. Because mucosa আছে বারবার inflammation হবে. If I block one of your nose, won't you feel any obstruction? You will feel obstruction in that side, and that is the presenting symptom. My left nose is blocked. Okay, and in late phases you can also see the polyp coming out. But it's so big that it has gone to the corner, and also you can see some whitish things from the front. And the very interesting thing is when we are examining a AC polyp, we will forget to examine the oropharynx. Because it can come out to the nasopharynx and it can hang in the oropharynx. Usually not asked, but we will get for the oropharynx examination is also very important to nasal examination. All the okay. So, are thinking what are the chances, what are the complications and all? So, ethmoidal polyp people know about theory class now will again go through these topics, nasal polyps. But just for the basic idea, antromal polyp, one side are unilateral. Ethmoidal polyp, age antromal polyp, ethmoidal polyp. Treatment. Again, primary treatment analysis is surgery if required. Okay. Cause antromal polyp no one knows. Can be anything. And ethmoidal polyp. Okay, so now we are able to differentiate whether the patient will nasal polyp to at least an idea how whether you go for ENT or not in future, you at least have an idea that hote pare. So what are the complications that can arise from nasal polyps? Recurrence is one of the late complication. So the patient, how will the patient present to you? Like she was asking. So antromal polyp presents with unilateral nasal obstruction. Ethmoidal polyp present with bilateral nasal obstruction. Age time bole dilam. Antromal polyp, ethmoidal polyps can also present with recurrent epistaxis. Antromal polyp epistaxis chances are less because it's a very localized disease. Ethmoidal polyps can involve all the ethmoid sinuses, going to sphenoid sinus everywhere. Also, infections leading to common complications. What are the other dreadful complications of these polyps? What do you need to worry about when there are big polyps? Lot of nasal polyps. See what is there in very close relation to the nose? The orbit. So orbital complications are the most dreaded complications in any sinus pathology. Or just the sinus that is the skull base. So infectional pathology going to the skull base is another dreadful complication. So দুটো মেন ভয়ের জিনিস, একটা হচ্ছে অরবিটাল ঢুকছে কিনা আর একটা হচ্ছে স্কাল বেস কিছু করছে। মাথায় লাগিয়ে দিন। Simply how? Just think simply. Don't have to go through roots every point. No, we don't expect that. We expect you to answer to the point basic things. যারা বেসিক বলতে পেরেছে একজন কাউকে কম নম্বর দেওয়া হয়। You want to answer basic things, you all get about 65%. ठीक है? So don't miss the basic things. Just step-wise now. Think, then answer. Think. Don't leave the examiner with honors. You start with, say, the third generation antihistamine is doing. They will keep on asking you. So they are practicing daily. They know much more than you. They know the practice. The doctor has come to examine you for ENT. He's a ENT doctor, na? He's practicing ENT. So obviously he has more experience than you. If they want to bully you, they can. But that's never the target. It is never a target, I'm telling you. No one wants to bully the student. Okay, few bad people are there. 90, more than 95% of the examiner, they come to just evaluate how much you have studied. So they never ask difficult questions. Okay, you can start with basic questions. এখন ধর এবারে একটু হয়েছে একটা মেয়ে আমি এমন নেম হার পরীক্ষায় ঢুকছিল, so I told the examiner this is a very good thing because I have seen her in the class every time, always answering all the questions, always preparing things prior, very very good girl. So the examiner started her with a very difficult question. Okay, thankfully she could answer almost everything. She's very good. But what I'm saying is, normally we don't do. If you are good and people know you are good, the examiner, so never get nervous when you ask a difficult question. The examiner, if they are asking a difficult question, there has to be a reason. और मेटा আমাকে বেরিয়ে বললো স্যার এত শক্ত প্রশ্ন করছে, আমি বললাম যে তুই চিন্তা করিস না, ডোন্ট ওয়ারি, হ্যাঁ এটা বলা যায় এখন রেজাল্ট বেরোয়নি, রেজাল্ট বেরোবার পরে। So the question is the thing is that should you never get nervous about this things, okay? আচ্ছা স্যার এই গল্প করিস না, খালি মেয়ে শুনলেই গল্প, সিনিয়র রে এটা এডিট করে বাদ দিয়ে দিও। Okay, so important thing is what are the complications of surgery? কি সার্জারি করবি বললাম, ফাংশনাল এন্ডোস্কোপি সাইনাস সার্জারি করবি, and we also evaluate the status of the nasal septum. So if there is any gross deviation along with, we do the surgery for that also. So what are the complications, what are the structures you can injure while doing a surgery, this surgery? কি বললাম, বলে দিলাম কোথায় কোথায় কমপ্লিকেশন হতে পারে। So what is the name of the bone that separates the nasal cavity from the ethmoid cells from the orbit? Is a thin layer of bone, what is it called? A great anatomy, yeah. The paper thin bone. It's called the lamina papyracea. The papyracea is like paper. It's a paper thin bone that separates the medial wall of orbit. It forms the medial wall of orbit and the lateral wall of the ethmoid side. Okay. So if you are trying to take the polyp out from the ethmoid side, you accidentally injure the lamina papyracea, orbit will be open. So just opening the orbit will not cause any problem. But if you have injured the pediorbita, that is the tough layer which covers the orbital contents. If you injure that, then you have orbital complications. Or if you injure some major vessels in the nose, you can end up with an orbital infarction. So you have read about anteroethmoidal artery, right? For this one, anatomy for this anteroethmoidal artery. So anterior and posterior ethmoidal arteries, they both lie in the skull base. Okay. So many a time when doing a surgery, we can clearly see the anteroethmoidal artery running from that region. Anteroethmoidal artery is a branch of which artery? You have to tell me this. Anteroethmoidal artery is a branch of which artery? It was not wrong, but there is something in between. And what are the branches of internal carotid artery in the neck? Internal carotid artery does not have any branch in the neck. Okay, then it goes up. And what is the branch? That's the orbital artery. We call it ophthalmic artery. So ophthalmic artery, okay, you get the anteroethmoidal artery. Okay. So that is the something in between. So we can injure that. So it's an ophthalmic artery. That means it goes to the orbit. It's supplying the orbit as well. এবার তুই ধর ইনজিওর করবি সার্জারি করার সময় nasal cavity, মানে skull base ইনজিওর করবি, what happens is the artery retracts into the orbit. You ধরতে পারবি না, won't be able to see it. You only see bleeding and it causes orbital infarction. You'll have to open up the orbit, evacuate the hematoma, ligate the artery there. So it's a major complication. Okay. Apart from that, you can injure the orbital contents obviously. and any skull-base injury can cause CSF rhinorrhea. Or if you're doing a septal surgery, you can cause a septal perforation and other complications from septoplasty. So these are all the important complications. Most of the time, these questions will be asked. This much today. We'll do another chart next day. Okay. So we will discuss practical scenarios. Your theory का class की होती है Friday, UCR, KCR, UCR. तो यहाँ पे message करूँ तो Friday की theory class होती है. Based on that, we will take a practical one of these charts.